Brazil agrees to let people dig in the Amazon. The Brazilian government has opened up a massive chunk of the rainforest for mining purposes. Brazil has removed the protective status of the National Reserve of Copper and Associates, which straddles two northern Brazilian states. The area is 46,000 square kilometers large and is believed to be rich in gold, copper, iron, and other minerals. The government opened up 30% of the reserve and said that mining would only be permitted in areas with no conservation controls or indigenous lands. According to estimates, approximately 1 acre is destroyed every second in the Amazon, and around 20% of the rainforest has been destroyed over the past 40 years. Brazil has said it plans to open up 10% of all protected rainforest areas to mining in an attempt to stimulate growth. It's raining men.
Brazil breaks up worst Amazon deforestation gang. Brazilian authorities have dismantled a criminal group, which they said was the worst group of deforesters in the Amazon. 8 suspected members of the deforestation gang were arrested by Brazilian authorities on Wednesday. The gang has allegedly destroyed 15,500 hectares of Amazon rainforest, equivalent to the size of the British Virgin Islands. The suspects would burn down forests and public land, divide the land, and sell it to farmers and ranchers. The BBC reported that annual destruction of the Amazon rainforest rose by 28% last year from the previous year. Brazil is the world's 6th largest emitter of carbon dioxide. Deforestation is responsible for up to 75% of the country's greenhouse gas emissions. Brazilian police told AFP that 6 suspects were still at large.
NASA warns that Indonesia's forest fires could worsen. NASA warns that the suffocating haze blanketing Southeast Asia for the past several weeks may worsen and become the worst ever recorded in the region. Illegal slash-and-burn farming in southern and eastern Sumatra, as well as on the island of Kalimantan, causes Indonesia to endure annual bouts of hazardous smog. The expansion of small farms and the growth of palm oil or rubber corporations in recent years has intensified forest fires in the country. The haze caused by this year's fires has spread to various parts of Indonesia and has deeply impacted air quality in Singapore and Malaysia. Pollutant standards index readings of over 300 are considered hazardous to human health. Singapore has recorded readings of up to 341 this year, while Indonesia has reportedly seen readings of up to 2,000. NASA researchers have warned that if Indonesia's current drier-than-usual weather conditions persist, the haze will worsen. Indonesia's Southeast Asian neighbors are pressuring the archipelago to solve the haze issue, with the Singapore Foreign Ministry reportedly saying that Indonesia is showing a complete disregard for our people and their own. The Jakarta Globe reports that an Indonesian official responded by accusing Singapore of acting like a child and making all of this noise. Indonesia has rejected Singapore's help to fight the fires.
Drones sow the seeds for a greener future. Scientists in India plan to turn a difficult-to-reach area near Bangalore into a lush green forest by dropping seeds from drones into the soil. The first drone seed bombing experiment took place on June 5th to mark World Environment Day. Researchers from the Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore will drop seed bombs on an arid hill range north of the city. They plan to cover 10,000 acres, an area equivalent to more than 5,500 soccer fields. Seeds from native species, such as tamarind, will be wrapped in balls of manure and soil before being dropped from the sky. Drones equipped with cameras will be used to geotag the area and monitor the progress of the project. Around a dozen native tree species have been chosen for the project, which scientists hope will help a forest flourish and encourage wildlife to return to the area. According to scientists, goats that graze on saplings, the dry climate, and climate change are some of the biggest challenges to the project.
Heboh penampakan suku Mante di hutan Aceh, hoax atau fakta? Video penampakan sosok hobbit yang berlari di hutan Aceh diunggah melalui channel Fredografi pada tanggal 22 Maret 2017. Kini video tersebut menggemparkan dunia, bahkan viewersnya sudah mencapai angka 6 juta. Pemilik channel Fredo Pastrana merekam kejadian saat ia bersama tim motocrossnya melewati hutan Aceh, dan di sana ia bertemu dengan sosok makhluk kerdil yang akhirnya menggemparkan dunia. Antropolog Aceh menduga bahwa sosok manusia telanjang di dalam video itu adalah suku Mante. Suku Mante adalah suku primitif asli dari Aceh yang diduga sudah punah dan jadi mitos. Suku ini biasa hidup di gua-gua dekat dengan daerah gunung dan aliran sungai. Banyak media asing yang penasaran dengan kebenaran video tersebut. Apakah benar sosok hobbit dalam video ini memang suku Mante atau bukan? Kini Pemprov Aceh sedang membentuk tim khusus untuk mencari tahu keberadaan suku Mante. Fredo, pemilik akun, juga terkesan tertutup dengan media. Ia enggan menyebutkan lokasi di mana ia berjumpa dengan makhluk misterius tersebut. Fredo justru meminta awam untuk tidak mengganggu habitat mereka. Jadi, apakah sosok hobbit di Aceh ini benar ada atau hanya mitos? Anda bisa lihat video aslinya di kotak deskripsi.